held out like an open door. Thought I joined a fruity parade. Turns out it was just business display. Pineapple people in their suits and ties, selling dreams with corporate lies. Not the party I had in mind, but I stayed just to bide my time. Pineapple people in their suits and ties, selling dreams with corporate lies. Not the party I had in mind, but I stayed just to bide my time. Talk of profits and quarterly goals, no wild hearts, just meeting roles. I wore my confusion like a badge of pride, wondering where the fun folks hide. Dynamic guitars crash through the air as I dream of a world with a little more flair. These business folks and their pineapple guys, not quite the crowd I fantasize. Pineapple people in their suits and ties, selling dreams with corporate lies. Not the party I had in mind, but I stayed just to bide my time. Pineapple people in their suits and ties.
Gary busy in my backyard, veneers in his face. Gary busy in my backyard, he won't vacate from this place. He's my mortal nemesis, he won't leave the premises. His teeth I always see, he's hiding in the trees. Gary busy in my backyard, veneers in his face. Gary busy in my backyard, he won't vacate from this place. He's such an evil foe, he's laughing in my phone. He's everywhere that I go, he won't leave me alone. Gary busy in my backyard, veneers in his face. Gary busy in my backyard, he won't vacate from this place. As Gerald's foe, he's laughing in my phone. He's everywhere that I go, he won't leave me alone. Gary busy in my backyard, veneers in his face. Gary busy in my backyard, he won't vacate from this place. Everyone's Gary busy, everyone's Gary busy, everyone's Gary busy, everyone's Gary busy.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Dave. This is FFOP Radio. Let me introduce you to my co-host and producer, off camera right over there, Krista.
Hi, he didn't say welcome to it.
Welcome to it. Welcome to the show, everybody. I know. Here's the thing. I forgot stuff last night. I'm forgetting stuff tonight. I'm very tired. It's summertime, guys, and I take my kid to the pool. I brought this up yesterday.
Summertime lovin', love it in the summer.
Love it in the summertime.
Time.
I'm fucking sleepy, guys. But all that aside, sure, bro, to Brick Newton, who, a cookie is just a cookie, but a Newton is brick and cake. What we have here is 1986 is the year we are traveling back to. We've got a power hour, almost literally 55 minutes of New Zealand commercials from 1986. Obviously I was, and also thank you, Brick, sure, bro, again, for the Pineapple People song. Pineapple People Convention broke
his laptop.
Those
Brick
people.
was 9 when this came out. I was not even a thought in my parents' eyes.
I was 3, so, I was aware of things. I knew, not a lot though. Like a lot of these commercials, because I was scrubbing through a little bit. Like I remember some of the products because they persisted until I was, my consciousness had popped and I was like, oh, now a memory.
Oh.
A lot of things that, oh man, this is the thing about the 80s. The reason I like the 90s so much is many reasons, but one of the things that you can look to the 90s for is it was like the last decade where things were made okay or still made okay. You know what I mean? When old people were still complaining about shit. Mm-hmm. I feel like the 90s was the last vestige of things being made in America and all this other goofy shit.
America.
But it was like right before, I think cell phone culture made us like hyperdrive into like disposable. So everything is like planned obsolescence. But like the 90s, they were like there wasn't such a turnaround in technology yet, so they still had to make things that lasted more or less, maybe. I don't know, but the 80s especially, because like, no internet, no cell phones, except for like the super expensive stuff. So you still had to make shit that lasted. Toyota made a pickup that would go 450,000 miles. It's insane. Moral of the story is we're watching commercials from New Zealand. We've been here before. We may come back again, but I was like, you know what? These ones are so... I mean, obviously, I'll just show you because I was watching them. We're going to watch them again, and I will talk to you incessantly over them. So let's do it. Mother of God, what is happening? Oh.
Where illusion is the ultimate weapon.
Condor, ready for takeoff.
Jackhammer prepares to attack.
It's an ambush. Let's get out of here.
So a couple of things right out the bat, guys. You know my trademark stop and starts.
Right.
One of my favorite things about these old toy commercials, they all look cheap. Like everything they sold to you, like top of the line in the 80s, now looks like trash you wouldn't buy at like a Walmart because like there's G.I. Joe and then there's like G.I. Frank or like Army Guys or they won't be called G.I.
Jose.
It'll be like Action Army Man or something.
Yeah.
That's what all of these look like. It looks like the plastic is shit. The color is crap. I don't know. It just looks terrible.
Switchblade is in pursuit.
Oh, get you, Condor.
Oh, yeah. The second thing is I'm happy. Every time I see a product I recognize from here in the U.S., I'm happy that it got like a Kiwi localization because they got the Kiwi accent out here. When they could have just as easily just shipped over the American accented commercials and been like, hey, there we go. Yeah, I'll take it, Brick. Channel members get first dibs.
No.
But it's Rhino to the rescue. Look
Kiwi
how
ate me,
fast
baby.
Rhino reveals its secret firepower.
Gotcha.
Mr. Yabo says, we used to go drinking at this bar in the village where the bartender was always afraid we were going to walk out on our tab, so he always insisted we left our phones with him when we went out to smoke. We called him cell phones and imagined him having a collection of other people's cell phones which he adored.
What era was this? I want to know. Like, was it the Nokia? That's got to be at the building. I brought the Nokia.
Oh, yeah, probably.
But like, was this like Nokia? Was this like Palm? Is this BlackBerry? Are we in like full blown smartphone? 2010. Okay, so we're like in full blown.
Like the Razor, the sliding one.
Yeah, we're not. We're past that. Like 2010.
Past that stage.
I mean, like I'm past that stage.
Mask vehicles, each sold separately with action figures. Mask, where illusion is the ultimate weapon.
But really, that mask that the kid just took off is the only thing I want in that fucking commercial.
Yeah.
With every Coke bottle or can with a prize
Every
top,
Coke
you could be a
bottle.
winner in the Coca-Cola Prize Top Sweepstakes. Prizes include the
Car.
Subaru Justy.
Whoa, you could win this car.
Wow.
Whoa, can you look at that thing?
Justy?
Subaru. It looks like a fucking zit.
Four-wheel drive, Sanyo Super Sound
that's
Systems,
what I thought.
sailboards, Sanyo Sports to radios, and thousands of automatic prizes. 3 special draws
Automatic Coke cans.
plus the grand draw. Winners in all
Automatic
major draws will
prizes?
be announced on television. Get your entry forms in the listener or wherever Coke.
Seriously though, I don't know whether to like give New Zealand shit for the way that car looks or just the 80s in general. That looked like something that you would get caught in a fire explosion in if someone rear-ended you at like 4 miles an hour. I don't know, man. RIP, another victim of the ever-growing monopolistic future. Kenner.
Is sold. Then pop off the tops and
Pop
pick
it
out a
up.
prize in the Coca-Cola Prize Top Sweepstakes.
I think sweepstakes. I talk about this a lot. I know because these things were huge in the '90s. But like integration with like your fast food chains or your gas stations. God damn it, I missed that. It made us feel like we're a community. Remember that, guys?
They were huge in the 80s and 90s.
Standing in line at the 7-Eleven to get our 3D glasses to see the special edition of whatever Fox had on offer. Coca-Cola's is it. Mr. Yabo.
When the world ends in the final solar conflagration, man will have colonized other planets, warmed by other suns. Retracing our earliest dreams, our first hesitant steps towards that ultimate journey is the Tuesday documentary, The Flames of Failure.
Boring. Oh, this is actually the good one where everybody dies.
The glittering heights of success. The space pioneers now written into history.
What is this just space exploration as a whole, or is there a Kiwi space program, Brick? I know that some countries don't bother with a space program. Is New Zealand one of those places that has a space program? Like, is there a Kiwi flag on the moon? I don't know that answer to that question, but I'll take it off the air.
History. Gagarin, Shepard, Tereskova, Armstrong. A diary of the history of spaceflight. Part 1 of this trilogy begins Tuesday at 8:30 on 2. Conquest.
Not for nothing, guys. I find space to be so boring. I know a lot of people get juiced up over it. I just can't give a single shit. Stars, the moon, planets, Tuesday. I just can't. Like, I don't know. Astronomy, I understand. Like, it's great. It helps people navigate in the old days on wooden ships and stuff. And, like, planets are fun and stars are cool. I just can't. I look up into that sky and I go, I understand the significance and it's sort of the dwarfish feeling you get when you look into the abyss and you go, whoa, it goes on forever. And this is just me, but I don't care, man.
They have a Kiwi rocket company called Rocket Lab.
Well, I'll be jiggered, but it's a rocket company. It's not like a space shuttle thing. They're shooting rockets.
Here's what to take.
I know space gave us Star Trek, but like, I don't give a single shit about the space travel of it all. I'm in for the interpersonal connections of the crew, the diplomatic qualifications of Picard, that sort of thing. I'm not there for when they're taking like samples of atmospheric gases or shit. I could give no, I don't care.
Break a finger on its Scotch finger biscuits. It's the one break that's ready in a shake. Break a finger on its Scotch finger biscuits.
So rich and
Rick,
buttery.
do you have those in
let's
your
make this Scotch finger
cabinet,
biscuits with
pantry,
wholesome eggs.
whatever
and
you call a snack place?
Like, was there a commercial in New Zealand, like probably 10 years after this, where two guys are stuck and they discover 2 Dutch fingers or whatever, and the other one runs out and the other.
creamy butter.
Want to share a break? Then for goodness sake,
Scots.
break a finger.
Why'd they change it?
Scotch finger biscuits.
Scots versus Scotch. Because this is all like 80s VHS rips. The sound gets pretty heinous at times.
Beauty cream so light, so sheer.
Snacks in the house.
Beauty cream.
How do you
Whose
live?
every touch is dewy cool and fresh. Whose every stroke
Scott
is
Fingers
soothing,
biscuits.
softening. Discover Oil of Ulan Beauty Cream, a dream of younger-looking skin come true.
Brick, do you have this in your vanity?
All of these people, like all the women in like the Olive Olay and now there's Oil of Ulan commercials, like all these like soft-spoken little fairyish women floating around spreading cream all over their face. They were just like a blast to hang around with, right? Because they're always talking about like their chakras and like going on paranormal investigations and other crunchy shit like granola and I don't know, the state of hemp. It's fucking annoying just watching these people
State
rub
of
cream
hemp.
on their face. I just go like, you just picture an afternoon with them and like hating every second of it.
It's that time again. Time to get out and do those paint jobs you promised yourself you'd do last summer. Well, with placemakers and
This is Tom Selleck's house painter.
Taubmans, here's just the incentive you need to get things cracking. When you
Dave
buy
claims
16
women are
litres of
not
any
people.
Taubmans premium
They're type of people.
paint from placemakers, we'll give you absolutely free the superb wheelbarrow valued at $93.50.
That
at
thing's
that.
shiny as hell.
It's
Remember,
worth $93.50.
Hey, you buy some paint, we'll give you a wheelbarrow. How are they related? They're not. Please, we accidentally bought wheelbarrows and we're a paint company. Help us out.
It's absolutely free when you buy 16 litres of any Taubman's
16
premium paint.
liters?
There you go.
How many
Another
gallons
great
is
offer
that?
from
Oh, you can put them in your
Placemakers. With
wheelbarrow and
Placemakers
wheelbarrow them to your shed.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that the Kiwis use the English gallon, so it's going to be 4 liters per gallon. So, I mean, that's like what, 5, 6, 7 gallons?
4?
What? What? No
4
way.
gallons, yeah.
And Taubman's, of course you can
You
do
could
it.
hear his mustache growing. He uses that cream from the last
Natural
commercial.
windscreen for his mouth.
Share Sunday brunch with Gordon and the Weekend Bunch. Sundays 10:30 on
Look
1.
at this shit.
Win your favorite sounds in the choicer sounds
just sit here and listen to them talk all day.
$30,000 in prizes to be won. Entry discs in choicer 100 teabag packs. Enter now.
I don't
Teabag
know the
packs.
state of music now that physical media is dead. Are people still buying big sound systems like that? Like back in the day when you could buy like a record player, CD, tape, yada yada yada, radio combo. Are they people out there still buying sound systems to like listen to music? Because like, and what do they look like? I guess is my question. Because if you have no tape, CDs, cassettes, records, etc., is it just like a flat little thing that you attach to Bluetooth wise? Because all you really need now is like big speakers and something to
Plug it into.
yeah, like an amplifier or whatever. I don't know. Where are we with that, guys? You look it up. What was the first CD to go platinum? I don't know. Love Gun by Kiss? Not even.
Here's a really fresh idea at Frigidaire. The
Idea.
Fisher & Paykel Award Series 3-door refrigerator. On
Three?
top is a frost-free freezer. The center, a family-sized fridge. And below, this amazing humidity drawer for fresh, crisp fruit and vegetable storage. The Award Series refrigerator range.
Is the bottom door still refrigerated? If so, what the fuck are we?
It might be like a vegetable chiller.
Since you just walked in, that's exactly what it is. But like, why? Like, that's so big. It's 3 doors. Like, usually you would just open up the 2 doors and the vegetables would be in there. Dire Straits.
A new concept in kitchens at Frigidaire.
Frigidaire.
More mighty.
What terrible cutting like decorum. Like, you're just gonna slice the side off, and then look how many seeds are in this fucking pepper. Who chose this?
Flavor. More hearty seasoning. More of everything in a potato
I mean, you know, I can understand a coarse chop, but this is fucking ridiculous, you guys.
chip. Sliced extra thick and crunchy.
Veggies at bottom. Is this the vegetables at the bottom yogurt? Didn't sell very well here in the States. They would just crack into like a bell pepper on the bottom yogurt.
For more powerful
bell
good
pepper.
eating. Orion's now bring you hearty seasoning, thick with flavor, spilling
fuck?
over with hearty good taste. When you want more,
Look how manly this dude is. He's eating. He's obviously some sort of lumberjack, or I was gonna say not a lumberjack. It feels Canadian, this commercial. So
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's like some sort of sheep farmer. A lot of sheep in New Zealand. I understand.
Look at that fireplace.
Nice mullet, salt and pepper beer. Just enjoying this really crisp cut line. Like the bag was never hermetically sealed, or else he's got like some sort of uncanny cutting ability. Got some sort of autism related superpower, like you can draw a perfect circle.
dig into Orion's. The more potato chip marches
Friggy.
on.
The Golden Kiwi Change of Luck 5+5. First, $500,000 plus
Broke
5
his
of
leg, spread eagle
100,000
like that.
and more. $10 Monday next.
Right, and that's the thing. I always loved that aspect of like potato chip commercials because they always hand you like the bag getting passed around at the party or whatever is like this crisp looking, clean ass bag when like I don't know, maybe not every bag, but like
And it's like way fuller.
Let's say 6 out of every 10 bags of chips you open, you fuck up utterly. You end up having to like roll into like a Cuban style cigar to keep them closed, clip them or whatever. Fucking ridiculous.
May I suggest the lamb's brains in a white wine sauce? Whole quail poached in brandy? Perhaps then you might try the gourmet beef and kidney.
Gourmet has only the finest fresh ingredients. Beef and kidney, beef and heart.
It will be the gourmet beef and kidney then, madam.
Oh, God. The puppet
Guaranteed
is
to
so
tip.
bad. Like, comparatively.
Even the
Oh.
fussiest
Brick,
appetite.
have you heard a
You
Kiwi scream?
Gourmet with pure
Type of
ingredients.
1, I
gourmet
guess, if you
flavor.
have.
Everyone in the chat, have you ever heard of Kiwi scream?
Pick up your Guthrie Baron 10 off the top
It's
coupon and tear
terrifying.
$10 off every 4-litre can of Dulax. Guthrie Baron, the helping hand for home decorators.
Wow, that's how remotes work, guys. It shoots a tiny laser into your appliance. There's a brand that laughs. Man, I miss boomboxes. That's what I'm talking about. The fuck this exact system. Like, I had one of these. It had the fucking turntable on the top. What are people listening to now? Everybody just got AirPods? Like, does nobody enjoy a good... And, like, even as obnoxious as it is, I'm kind of sad to see this sort of die down. Like, the mullet will never die. Thank God for that. But, like, something that was a huge in the 90s, you guys, it was huge, mostly late 90s, was, like, riding around, like, strip malls, Walmart, movie theater parking lots, in your like Mitsubishi Eclipse or like your Lancer, or you'd have I don't know, some tricked out Cobalt or something. Yeah, whatever. You'd have like obnoxious, like insane bass, or like, can you actually hear it? I don't know. Like, it always just felt like a pissing competition with everybody else who owned one of those stereos. Because I go, does it, like, when you're in the car, does it sound not like shit? Because outside the car, it sounds like shit. So it hopefully doesn't, like, there's like highs and mids inside the car. It's just the bass that escapes. It seems like a fucking nightmare to drive one of those things.
FDO has sound systems to sell. Like more than one?
Well, because, yeah, he had a lot of physical media. That's what I'm saying. But that's like, that's a relic of the past. What's happening today? Laptop or phone. Yeah, I'm saying that's the thing. Like, I still have a classic, like, amplifier and, like, speaker setup that'll, you know, it's its own unit that's specifically made to just take in signals and chop them up into the right sound components. But, like, now I don't know. Like, 'cause, again, like the sound bar, that's another good point. Like, there'll be like a 2-1 because they can have like a 5-1 setup, or like 2. I don't know. I used to be really into this whole thing, and now I'm like, man, tired all the time.
Trying to curl a Sprinter with kidney melting bass.
From the greengrocer. So you bought a ton of onions, right?
Sprinter?
Wrong. Grapes. As in, peel me one?
As in Queens and Thompson seedless grapes. Tempting, sweet.
Peel me one? Hey, peel me up a grape. What? Come home from work, long day. Hey, honey, what do we got? Grapes? Can you peel me up one? It's not a banana. And even if so, like, peel your own. Peel me up a grape. You guys peeling your grapes in New Zealand, Brick? Jeez.
What's
California
going on there?
table grape. Imported from the USA.
Does anybody
Just
eat them like
$3.99 a kilo.
Grapes.
Get any for yourself?
Two grapes. Two measly stinking grapes. Who freaking cares?
Woolworths.
Peel me a grape. Peel me. Peel me.
Vesta nasi goreng. All the flavor.
The front of that box looks like it was generated by AI, and also like alludes to a trial that took place in Germany after a certain war.
And imagination of Indonesia. Delightful. International. Intriguing.
Noodles on
That's
some
the
rice.
extra you get in
You
Vesta
have
nasi
it.
goreng.
And green beans?
Originality and
Where'd the noodles
imagination.
go? That's
as
like
well as
rice-a-roni.
rice,
It's a San
beef,
Francisco treat by way of Thailand.
onions, tomatoes, green beans, and capsicum. That's why when you serve
Yeah,
Vesta
put like
nasi
one noodle in any
goreng,
strand.
Yeah.
you
Look
get
at
the
that.
taste of
It's one
Indonesia.
rice noodle.
It's a new recipe, by the way. The old one wasn't good enough.
It is the sheepometer.
Did you use the right?
Yeah, you like that shit? It's the sheepometer from Tales of the
Crypt.
Tales of the Crypt Keeper. Raiders of the Lost Genre. Never coming back, so quit asking. I still hit him up every once in a while. I'll be like, hey, what's going on with that? And he's like, yeah, probably not. And I'm like, God damn it.
Right. Where's my paint go to stock it?
Kiwi,
Don't ask. Demand it. But where do I get?
Do you know what this guy? Maybe not. I'll save it for later.
See Sunday's paper, oh, stars list of every class. See Sunday's paper,
Imagine like walking in and like experiencing this in like your local pool hall, and all your friends just start singing, and you like your first question is like, when did you start practicing this routine? Because this isn't like spontaneous. You know, for the past 6 months, have you guys been like joining an a cappella quartet like in one of your guys' garages without me? Like, what the fuck, guys? Just to singing it, and like, all you have to do is like, nah, like wiggle your mustache at him. As these guys like, I don't know, men without hats themselves into the.
They're like rockapella.
Terrible.
You guys.
It's still like those guys. Now they're all embarrassed, and I would be too. Feels like if they were a little manlier, they could have been like a Foster's drinking crap.
Oh yeah.
Look at that short.
We got the things you'll need. So get on down to your Winston Center. Talk to a helpful hand.
Hey.
Blocks and towels and things for building tools. and
We've got some towels and other things. Come on down and check out our shit.
more on hand. They got chipboard hardware, bricks and paving, concrete to
So what is it exactly you guys are doing at looking at all these products?
the band. So get on down to your Winston
Yep,
Center.
I made a tall tower of brick.
Tell us about your plan.
Oh, did he make a grill?
Looks awful.
Meet the loving couple, Bette Midler and Danny DeVito, in Ruthless People. He wanted to kill his wife. Then something wonderful happened.
I've been abducted by Huey and Dewey.
And he doesn't want her back.
Bye-bye, Barbara. He's going to pay.
He didn't pay?
I dare you to kill her.
Ruthless People.
Now that ought to do it.
Stubby
Ruthless
shorts?
People.
Is that what you call short shorts? Do you wear those?
Daisy Duke.
Do you wear Stubby's shorts, Brick?
Oh yeah, Brick's always out there running around the beach, watching kites fly, drinking coffee. One of his nuts hanging out in his shorts. Yeah, it's always the '80s in Brick's shorts drawer. He goes, "Oh, should I wear the small black ones, the small blue ones, or the small yellow ones?" And I go, "Hey, you know, whatever. It's all gonna be the same. I'm gonna be digging out of my ass crack here in a few minutes."
Discover your glow. Health the hair. Every color of hair can be.
Brick's hanging out.
Elsa Marigold shampoo uncovers the
I see
gold
Brick's
light in
new.
blondes. Elsa Chamomile discovers the sunlight in tawny hair.
The 80s never
Ginger
stopped
root
in New
lights the
Zealand.
fire in auburn hair. And Elsa walnut leaves enhance the rich light of dark hair. Discover
he
your
says.
highlights with Elsa Swedish botanical
it's never
shampoo
left,
and
so-
conditioner.
Color palette.
It's still 1989 there.
Right, so he's still wearing them. There you go.
Yeah.
So last time was in the 80s. So yesterday? Today? Are you sitting in them right now?
Yeah,
if you
you-
look down, can you see most of your thigh?
Maybe your Brick?
Hi! Have you tried our cob spare ribs? Or perhaps our cob sizzler? Yes, our steak sandwich always makes us
Is this some sort of cultural thing I'm missing? This feels insane to me.
Most wherever you go, you'll find a common co. There's one near you.
It does, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Somebody drop
Outed
this.
myself, literally.
Have you heard about new Palmolive soft smooth skin? Pass it on. Have you heard about the
What? Are you kidding me? Oh, great.
Pass it on. Have you heard?
Damn it.
It's mild and gentle.
Here's the thing about the 80s.
Pass it on.
The 80s
Have you
still
heard
had
this?
like a part of the remnants of like the disgusting shit that we just let your and my parents let run rampant in the fucking 60s and 70s when like babies were sexy and shit and like I don't know, man, like it was so fucked.
Damn it, Brick.
What the fuck was going on with the 80s? Even before, like Chuck Berry sang a song about, like, there were songs about getting with 15-year-olds. And we were just like, oh, you know, back in the old days, things were so wholesome and great. Meanwhile, Chuck Berry's plowing his way through 14-year-olds. He's got a little magazine he likes to read called Hand Jobs. Jeez, fuck you guys.
Lots of love
I'm
and
not a
new
fan of you.
Chris Hansen's just about to turn up.
Have you heard how Kiwi
Yeah, he's going to walk in and be like, oh, hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, yeah.
pass it on, pass it on. Have you
God
heard
damn
about
it.
new
Seriously?
Palmolive? Pass it on.
Mom's gonna
Damn
get
perverts.
ya. No, she won't.
Whoa, it's
But we always
Kiwi
used to-
Pete. He was originally triplets, but he was sent off.
Yep.
Chew. Yeah, but look, Colgate Fluoride
There's
in a
so
pump,
much Colgate.
so you won't make a mess. Yeah, but Mom's gonna get ya.
Introducing Colgate Fluoride in a pump, the most fun way to
They
get...
do the touch of the nose the same way. I was going to say Elton John. It's not Elton John. John Travolta does the face waterfall face off. They just constantly touch each other's fucking
Colgate's proven
noses.
fluoride protection.
Mom, look what Jimmy got.
The new Colgate pump. Great. No mess.
And look at the shape.
Mom's gonna get me, eh?
Colgate Fluoride, paste and...
What kind of lame ass household are you living in? With like, you think mom is going to be mad at you because you apparently with his own money he bought toothpaste.
Yeah. How dare he?
The kid, the girl, the young girl, she goes like, "Hey, it's the wrong shape. Mom's gonna be pissed." Yeah. If I came home with toothpaste I bought with my own money, your parents would be confused. I wouldn't even know if I would be happy about it. Like, cut forward 4 years and my kid comes home and he's like, "Hey, Dad, Colgate?" And I go, "What? Is that what you spent your allowance on?" I wouldn't be like, what a fun shit. I would go, "What? What happened? Why did you do that?"
And gel in a no-mess pump.
Yeah, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
A little bit extra when going places are close to home. There is one place you're gonna find us. It's the one place you want to go. Where do you go? Where do you go? It's Oasis we go. Where do you go? It's Oasis we go.
Is this a convenience store?
Yeah. I look at the guy walking on his hands and knees, and the guy's like, "I know what you need, brother," and he slips on a pair of gas station shades on his ass. Possibly copyright claim, TBD.
Wonder how our Janie's getting on in London. Give her a call. Find out.
If only Hulk Hogan were here to give me a series of numbers that would allow me to collect, but for less.
Yeah, why not?
I guess I
It'd be
could
nice
just
to
keep
hear a voice again.
crocheting.
Go on then. You've got the number?
Go on
Yes.
Wow, the Oasis hasn't been around since the late 80s.
Oh, so it's still around. Copyright claim, God damn it.
How are you?
Should I call a family member? No, I'll just sit here and rot. Oh, what's happening to Matt? Go back to work, you slacker.
Burgess.
Hello. How was your day?
Pretty good. How was yours?
Good. But I'm going to be at
Wet
least another half an hour.
Should be no problem.
Classic cuisine. Some of the world's most
Look at
popular...
this, the most depressing freezer. They're all just lined up, and he's like, "No problem. Diddly diddle itch. I'm gonna let my fingers do the walking on the classic cuisine domino rally in our freezer."
The meals.
Madam, prepare the seafood Newburg or the chicken chasseur.
Ready-made with only
Why
the
does it all look like it was cooked in one bowl in a microwave and then swirled? It's disgusting.
freshest natural ingredients.
Frozen food.
Oh, they're on time for it. Gee.
What?
Come on, come on.
Come on.
Come on, come on.
What you got? Gold nuts, gold top nuts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tiffany's boyfriend or whatever.
At Smith & Smith's Decor World, you get excellent paint at an excellent
If the
price.
sign on the front doesn't say "Come on," you're in the wrong place, mate.
And the chance to win an excellent car. The excellent paint is British Paint's 40
A tiny little Subaru.
seasons. The excellent price is $79.95 for 10 litres. That's cheaper than last year. The excellent car
Yeah, and you gotta drive it home in a Honda Brick.
is a new Hyundai XL. Excellent paint, excellent price, excellent car to win. Only at Smith & Smith's Decor World now.
Gee whiz, even the dog got a credit.
Oh,
Next
gee
week,
whiz.
Saturday
Well,
night of the
gee.
movies, cliffhanging suspense, colourful scoundrels, and a mad dash for buried treasure.
Romancing the Stone, Saturday.
One of the movies we had on VHS when I was growing up, not bad. Like Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner when she was still a smoke show. Not bad at all. I mean, no nudity. Like I was always on, before the internet, obviously, guys. Kids craved the opportunity for nudity. And we could only find it in rated R movies, or I could anyway. And, you had cousins who owned pornography magazines. Great movie, Jameson. One of the best adventure movies of the time period. I'm calling it right now. Like when they break open the little thing, the gems in there. Oh, is it Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile or whatever? There's two of them. Romancing the Stone. Yeah, look at them. They're both young and spry, moist, inflated, tumescent. Right there, when he breaks that thing, he pulls out that big ass gem. I go, God damn! And I'm not a covetous man, but that emerald, I wanted a piece of it. It felt like the golden turd from American Dad. 20 years before that even existed.
Say it'll make you go back into that hellhole. Don't bring that up, Ira.
Another DeVito.
All right, I'll go back, but this time
You're coming with me.
Romancing the Stone, Saturday at 9.
Yeah, the Jewel of the Nile, I think, was the second one.
High interest, short terms, and 16% from 90 days with countrywide term deposits.
Every woman's personality is expressed through her hair. And now Decore offers professional hair care.
Come on, ladies. Throw some shit into that hair. Tell me who you really are.
For every personality and professional attention to every hair condition. From mild everyday shampoo and conditioner to a specially formulated color care shampoo and conditioner, leaving hair feeling soft, silky, and beautiful. Professional hair care from Decore. Put your hair in our hands.
Danny DeVito.
God damn it.
Judge Reinhold.
Oh, it's just this again.
Ellen Slater.
Is there anything about my face you want to change?
And Bette Midler as Barbara Stone.
It's not her.
Oh, hello.
In the year's most ruthless comedy, Ruthless People. Ruthless People.
Brick says, fun fact, in 1986, there were only 2 television stations for the whole country.
God damn!
Stands out in the
1986? Like that's like 1940s era U.S. Holy shit. Oh my god, the mullet.
Always in shape?
I hate a fluffy head of hair. Oh my god. I don't know. It seems like we keep learning and progressing in the right direction, because you see all the fashion statements that were being made decade after decade, and we were like making things sleeker, smoother, simpler, faster, more economic, more comfortable. Like we went from wearing nothing to the height of like maybe the Edwardians wearing frocks and shit and 18 or 19 layers, to like the suits of the 40s and like the dresses, and like just sort of winnowing down to like now you can just wear like a shirt and shorts. I don't recommend shorts. If you want to, whatever, don't. I said wear pants because you're an adult, or a dress if you're a lady, or if you like to wear a dress as a man. Just don't wear something short. I don't want to see your disgusting legs. They're horrifying to me personally. I don't want to see them. But
as a man, the story is,
it's gotten a lot more streamlined, and we've lost a lot of our like what a chicken baby, or a chick, if you will. They're very fluffy, right? But you see a grown-up chicken, very smooth. It feels aerodynamic. That's what we've been moving towards. We've cast off the fluffy chick hair for today's hottest hits.
Always in style.
Oh yeah, this is plumbers don't wear ties.
Oh yeah. Look at them. Oh, but it's 3 dudes. It's 3 dudes, 1 wine glass. Oh no, now we'll have to take off our pants in the back room for dry cleaning purposes.
Versatile. The suit that cares for itself.
Take your damn suit off.
Visa.
Oh, guys.
Visa. Suits by Canterbury. They'll take you anywhere.
Because a light commercial has got to do more than just look good. We built the Ford Econovan to be unbeaten in its class for load
space. It doesn't look
space.
good, so we didn't have to check that box.
We built in high comfort levels for driver,
like pill
and passengers.
bands, little capsules.
And we took its ride and
beautiful
handling
little things.
and made it one of the
beautiful in an ugly
sweetest
way.
driving experiences you've ever felt.
Those are weird though. Like if you've ever been in a vehicle like that, where like you're basically over the front axle instead of it being out in front of you. Like it changes the dynamic of everything so wildly. But it also feels like in any accident, since it's like you and there's like no engine block in front of you, the engine is typically like right in between the two seats or like right behind the dash or whatever. It's just like, I don't know. I had a van, a buddy owned a van, like one of those Toyota little vans that it was like us, the windshield, and then like the car in front of us. No, nothing. It was very stressful to me.
Mr. Yaba says we built a van that falls over in a stiff breeze.
Hell yeah. Ford. Have you
If
driven
you
a
want to
Ford
clean
lately?
your teeth 51% better than the leading American toothbrush, you can either get a flip-top head or get a Reach toothbrush. Proven in clinical studies to clean teeth better, Reach has an angled neck.
This is the exact same commercial I watched as a kid.
Yep.
Just with, so you know, again, I appreciate the revamping for the localization.
To get right into the back teeth, and unique, long, soft outer bristles to massage and clean along gums. So, to clean your teeth 51% better, either get a flip-top head or get Reach from Johnson & Johnson.
51%
Staying
better.
on top is not only having the right tackle, it's having the right drink. Something civilized, not silly. In a word, apple ties, a refreshing drink, slightly effervescent to stimulate.
What is Mr. Bean doing? Was he huge in you know, we had the British invasion. Like television-wise, it was like late 80s, early 90s, because I don't know. It wasn't as big, obviously. I never saw Mr. Bean in a commercial. And like when they were, I couldn't believe it. It was like mind-blowing. Because I watched Mr. Bean and like Blackadder and all the British comedies when I was growing up. And then when they were like, it was like 2000 something, early 2000s, they go, Mr. Bean, the movie. I go, who's going to watch that? Who knows what Mr. Bean is? Anybody? I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Stimulate the senses.
I love Rowan Atkinson. Like, what?
Ripper. Come on, matey. People are waiting. Apple ties. It's refreshingly civilized. Fish head.
Before Mr. Bean, Blackadder was massive, and then Mr. Bean was big.
Yeah, Blackadder was incredible. Like that, and I don't know, they did it in such a fun way too. Like each season was a different time period, so it goes from like the medieval times to like World War I era. I don't know, it was fun. Yeah, Mr. Bean though, like nobody I knew about Mr. Bean. 5 years too late. Yeah, exactly. Like whatever. If there was an iron that was hot, it was not when it was released. Just like Masters of the Universe, but like I don't know. By then it was a Canon picture, and it didn't have much of a leg to stand on anyway, right?
New fairer taxes. Hidden sales taxes have been replaced with GST, so you know where you stand. You get to keep more of your pay packet because income taxes are cut. And those who choose to work harder are encouraged, not punished. Families that need it most get to keep more through family support. The new fairer taxes give everybody a fairer start. Now it's over to you.
This is a bizarre
Here's a
commercial.
great new
New Zealand has bizarre commercials. I don't know if it's a cultural disconnect, but Jesus, these things are weird, Brick.
dessert from Watties.
Ready, set, go, go, go. It's always ready. It's always set. So go, go, go for jelly fruit.
Watties jelly fruit. Watties peaches.
That looks like the cranberry sauce that people serve at Thanksgiving that everybody hates because it just comes out of a can. Is this a like what?
In mango jelly. Watties pears in passion fruit jelly. Watties peaches in orange jelly. Absolutely sensationally delicious.
It's
Do they use like gelatin in it? Like are there hooves involved? What's happening?
It's always set. So go.
That jiggling tower is just so unnerving, and the slices of it that are like, I don't know, like orange slices that have become like more geometrical are fucking terrible.
Go, go for jelly fruit.
I mean, look at them.
Go for jelly fruit.
Blech.
Even so, I wouldn't have fancied the swim home. It's easy to see why it was such a blockbuster of a movie. Now, next Saturday's movie also deals with terror, although it is land-based.
Saturday,
What?
and America's under siege. Terrorists strike an army base.
They've declared war on us. That's what those boats.
Fuck Under Siege. What you want is Under Siege 2
Electric Boogaloo.
territory.
Those are going to get back. Remember, we retaliate. They escalate.
So we'll just send in Seagal. And we'll never know because he's, depending on whatever, he's always an ex something. Sometimes he's a current something.
Yep.
He's always the best of the best. Sometimes he wears fringe, like leather fringe, like he's a Native American. Sometimes he wears a do-rag because he's part African American. Other times he's talking like a fucking Louisiana street clown. Fucking dude's a fucking monster.
As Americans will fall from the sky.
Whoa, that was real.
I've never been attacked at home. People are turning ugly. You cannot meet my demands, for I have none.
Saturday at 9, America's under siege.
Is there room in your family for one more? World Vision child sponsorship.
Nah. Two bedroom, 3 bath, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Yeah, I have the room.
There's been a lot of discussion this winter about promoting rugby, getting the crowds to the game. On weekends,
explaining what it is and why you should care.
Tomorrow we look at the push behind Australian rules as it tries to move into Sydney. We also visit Hugh Anderson, still a whiz on wheels. We talk to the director and actors of Adventurer and
Quiz on whales.
to Maori writer Patricia Grace.
Home delivered Sundays. A whole weekend in 90 minutes. Sunday,
Wow,
10:30
really
on 1.
economical.
Weekend.
Hello, I'm Sarah Adams
Woof.
from Ernest Adams.
Hi.
My grandfather's recipe for success is to use only the
Whatever. You guys do you. You know how I always say that shit, but like gross. The Marcy Darcy haircut, like women with super short hair like this. I don't know. I don't like. It's not necessarily that I don't like women in short hair, but like this specific style, like the lady bowl cut with the slight mullet. Like, why did that happen? Like, it felt like
it still happens.
I know it still happens today, but like it just feels so weird. Like it's. I'm sure it stems from someone wanting something like low maintenance and not caring how
it's
they
a convenience.
look. Yeah, they go, well, I don't care how I look, but I just want to I still want to have some hair. We go, hey, we got the cut for you. You look like a fucking bitch 24/7, so you're gonna have to work extra hard at, not. But if you can handle it.
the finest ingredients, baked to
Dry
perfection.
cake and
We still
Southern
follow this
Hemisphere.
recipe, but our manufacturing methods have had to
$3
change to keep pace with today's demand. To make our famous feather flake pastry, we
Where are
now
all
use
the
the
colors? Like all that food looks like nothing.
Yeah, but look at that
European
kitchen.
technology to layer the pastry to give it that light, flaky finish. Ernest Adams feather
I
flake
love the light gray color of kiwis. Delicious.
pastry in this popular pack
Got
or
a TV on
ready
top
rolled.
of the fridge. Or is that a microwave?
If something on the car you just bought gives way, you've got nothing to fall back on without a licensed motor vehicle dealer's warranty. Look for this sign and be better off in the long run.
I mean, if it falls apart that quickly, you definitely were ignoring some warning signs. John Luke. Sunglasses have always looked stupid, so they're always
Le specs.
My butt.
Le turf.
What is this, like a sunglass swapping party in the middle of a fashion show? All the tags are still on and shit? This is absolute bedlam. It's like, hey, get your first 15 models. Go, go, go. It's not like an orchestrated one up, one down sort of thing. It's just like 15 of them just come out of every entrance from the stage and they just swarm the paparazzi.
It's the finale.
Who's in charge? This is worse than a mall fashion show. They're all like fucking around with sunglasses. Like, oh, whoa, we wasted 3 hours looking at sunglasses. Go, go, go.
The 80s in New Zealand were beige and brown.
They were beige and brown everywhere. Like, but it's also a problem with the technology of the time. The capturing, like the sensors they used to capture images back in the day were just terrible and washed out.
This guy really quick looks like
he saw some boobs.
Champagne and bullets fucking dude.
Oh.
Kind of.
God damn it. What's his name? Rick? Oh, Rick.
To make it in fashion.
Champagne and boyoyoing, right? So unprofessional. Just whips her cans out. There's still 9 people on the runway. One of them looks to be like one of the paparazzis who's like hopped up on there with their camera. Dude's got up there in his trench coat flashing half the... This is a fucking... Yes, John DeHart. Thank you, Rick. Oh, Rick. So
Fisher-Price knows that your babies love nothing better than to make things happen. And so we created the Activity Centre that small hands can put into action. Our Bath Activity Centre has things that pour and spin and squirt, with lots of surprises too. Because making things happen all by yourself is the
I
first
think I would set my kid up for that sort of future.
step to growing up.
The
The Activity Toys by Fisher-Price. Toys that keep their promises.
What?
No.
Really?
Oh, really?
Really?
Oven cleaning.
Whether it be nobler than the mind.
I'm gonna make it shine. Toss my
She's a
smelly
surgeon. She
caustic
didn't have time to do this shit.
in the trash. I can throw these away 'cause oven master spray.
She lives in like a futuristic cabin out in the woods of the future.
Yeah.
That also sells things?
No need to scrub and scar, just keep for half
And her oven is from 1937.
No smelly fumes or greasy grime.
Greasy, sea greasy grime, guys, right? It's the cleanest, best oven. This is the cleanest, best oven.
Yes.
No greasy sea grease.
New oven master, the clean oven cleaner.
I feel a Raffles coming on.
But Raffles is a restaurant.
Yes. Yes, I know.
So, what, you want a steak? You just can't say that?
Cotton onto the Cooley tea by Piccaberry.
Oh,
Just
is that
$13.99
appropriate?
each. Pick yourself a batch.
The Cooley tea. Whatever. Everything gets whatever culturally whitewashed and fixed later. Like except for some things like Lovecraft, you still find the N-word in all of his stuff. But like the Cooley tea, like here's what I guess one of my questions is like in Karate Kid, the bad guys call the Chinese takeaway font. They call Mr. Miyagi a coolie. Does that get edited out in later releases? But here's the thing. Not that I want like to celebrate racism, but like it's part of it's in situ, right? You can't say, well, this is what happened. It was all part of its time. Except
Right.
for this part we find uncomfortable. Well, that's the whole point, right? Why if we were like serious about this sort of shit, like Stephen King wouldn't have a career, right? All he does is write sex pervert shit about kids in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked.
We're not racist. Some of our friends know Asians.
I know an Asian. His name is Chick Smiley, a.k.a. Troom.
Yep.
We're others, we're okay, 'cause our big white mints, they last all day.
It tastes so fresh, my breath is sweet. I wear high heels upon my feet.
What?
It tastes so fresh.
This is an absolute Monty Python ripoff.
Breath is sweet, and he wears high heels up on his feet.
The clean, fresh flavour sees me right. I love them more than my new pink tights.
Loves them more than his pink tights.
Hey, fellas, what's the
Stop.
Okay.
Hey, come on, guys.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
That's the difference between like European countries, Australia, New Zealand, all count as this sort of genre. Here in America, if you fed a cowboy the wrong salsa, he would string you up by your neck until you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
In New Zealand, you can dress in tights and pink shoes, and everybody's just like, oh, you know what? Not for us, but we'll still be lumberjacks with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's progressive. They would just go, gross. Not for us, back to the sawmill. They wouldn't kill you. That's how Cookie died.
Cookie.
Saturday, National Mutual Second Division Rugby sees the showdown between Waikato and North Harbour. Watch highlights of this vital match during Sunday Grandstand on to this Sunday afternoon in association with National Mutual.
Yeah, always. They were killing people
My
left and right.
home.
It was a violent time, Jameson. You were there. You saw one old man a week die by lynching because he just. And P.S. How much salsa is New York City producing? And how popular is it that it's being carried in that day and age all the way into Southwest, an area of the United States notoriously known for its salsa? Somehow New York was able to make it into this demo, and somehow Cookie got it. New York City, it's always from New York City. So somehow New York is competing with like New Mexico, Arizona, California, Texas. Because it's there. Did you think he ran off to New York? He's up in Buffalo, be like, oh, I got to run down to the Panhandle next week. I'm in Utica getting some steamed hams.
A comfortable retirement.
Oh, God.
My own business.
My career.
My health.
National Mutual.
Mommy and Daddy.
When it's important to you, it's important to us.
I mean, your money's
North Harbour versus Waikato. Highlights during Sunday Grandstand on 2.
Waikato.
Introducing a conditioner that goes only where your hair needs it.
Goes only where your hair is.
Scientific scanner photography shows how Silkian's conditions only where Judy's hair needs it. Less.
This is a simulated demonstration because what filter are you applying to a camera for hair technology? Like, is this part of, like you remember seeing in The Predator, he had a bunch of different beep boop boops on his arm and see like different wavelengths of light?
Yeah.
Is there a hair ray?
Less hair.
Me, my mommy, and my daddy.
But Sue needs more all over. And Jan needs it only on the ends. Silkians. No greasy conditioner buildup because what you don't need rinses clean.
Like she looks like Carmen Electra and Mariska Hargitay.
Away. Silkians. The science of silkening your hair.
Silkians. I'm a silkentologist.
Oh.
Here's your prince.
We pray to Silk New in a volcano, fly around planes that look like spaceships. The other way around, because their spaceships look like planes. Totally distinct. Can't sue.
These days, when you get your color prints, you may be disappointed. Indifferent service and quality that gives you memories you'd rather forget.
Here's the thing. I'm a fan of in-camera effects, and the fact that there was probably a man with a thing through which he was pulling a string through a tube on each of these 3 individuals, I applaud.
Now there's Color Care. All the quality you associate with Kodak film in color prints. Color Care uses Kodak paper and Kodak chemicals.
Look, how hard is it to make your, like, obviously it may be using Kodak film for this commercial, but like, how hard is it to make colors actually exist in the 80s?
To give you what you want. Better prints.
Colors.
So
my
look for the
flower's
Color Care
back.
sign.
Oh, he
Happy
made that bow
snaps
tie
to bring
spin.
the smile back to your face.
Your
I think they were all at the same sex party, and they were all the same. But then again, like, here's the thing.
Pineapple people.
Yeah, they're pineapple people. Those are the pineapple people. So they went there. They had their sex pervert party. They go click, click, click. They used Fujifilm or whatever, brand X.
Yeah.
And they all go to the same 1-hour photo. So you know that man knows their genitals intimately by now. They go, because he had 3 rolls of film from a sex party, and they go, oh, the color's a little washed out of my balls. So then we went to Kodak. IRL in-living color balls. Those are my balls. You can tell from the hue, the color gradient, the temperature. Oh, chef's kiss on those balls.
Size Chuck's cloth does a giant-sized job.
Red
It cleans
eggs.
mountains of plates, rinses and reaches the bottom of dozens of glasses, shines the metal on the kettle, does
No, the tops, that's up to you guys.
the oven even. A quick wash and Chuck's will wipe up. And down and all around all sorts of kitchen
It'll even
surfaces.
wipe side to
and
side.
the quick rinse
Well,
holes keep your
yeah,
Chuck.
Kodak, it brings your balls to life. Kodak, we took the first digital picture of balls and then sat on the digital camera technology and let that pass us by.
Yep.
Nikon, Canon, Fuji, Panasonic, standing not on the shoulders of giants, that the giant that was Kodak, they're standing on its grave that Kodak dug for itself, jumped in, laid its head upon the camera it created that he could have been leading the way in, and died.
Chuck's coming back fresh for slips, flops, spills, and the odd face.
No, it's
and
the
after
slops.
that, a new one. Chuck's
Can't
always
come into work today, boss. Got into a little bit of a slip and a slop.
fresh in the kitchen.
They use that to
I'm
clean
out
up
of Chucks.
people's butts.
Butt chucks?
There's this really
Butt chucks.
amazing new album called
Sorry, Bill Cosby. Yeah.
Amazing.
Samantha Fox.
And the amazing Glow Monkeys.
Glow monkeys? I'm gonna be part of these suck orangutans.
Another smash from Bananarama.
And boys
Bananarama.
don't cry.
Wanna be a cowboy. Love it, mama.
Amazing.
Smash hits.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, this is like the shittiest. Like, I have seen. If you add up all of the commercials that I've seen of like compilations of songs from mega hits to power ballads to disco to whatever, and you like say, okay, probably 2 years of my life, if you put them back to back. Of course, I've been stressed out over the course of a lifetime, but if you were like, you would like all the paper you've wiped your asshole against and go to the moon 4 or 5 times. This is one of those things where I've seen so many. If it like from the years my 15th and 16th year of life, you could replace with compilation record commercials. This is the fucking worst one I've ever fucking seen, is what I'm getting at.
But it does sound like that guy Neil from the Young Ones impression.
Yeah, was the Young Ones big in 80? No, yeah, it was 86, so they probably was. But like the Young Ones, like, oh, we got Rick and fucking Neil. Oh, you be Rick and you be, oh, well, right. Oh, yeah, I'm listening to the mega hits. Yo, right. Pat Benatar. Oh, no.
Monday, an extramarital affair.
FDO says, I have something for you to end the stream with. It's only 28 seconds long.
Oh, no, it's my penis. Oh, no.
There before, and she knows what I'm going through. Actually, I've never been with a married man.
Well, that one was huge.
Huge in New Zealand.
My aunt was another person in my life who like was influential about like my BBC whatever, because we had to get, in my house, we were poor, aka cheap, so we had to get the shit that came on PBS, like Keeping Up Appearances, Are You Being Served, etc. My aunt had the money to put some real cheddar behind some shit, so she had like the Highlander, the series VHS cassette tapes, but also the Young Ones and a bunch of other like really odd, like I loved the Young Ones, and I had unfettered access over at my cousin's house. And there weren't very many, which is one of those things. It was like Clerks, the animated series. One and done, basically. I don't know. The Video Nasty one's probably my favorite. But you know I'm a sucker for Halloween when they do the... Like Alexi shows up as the vampire, and he's like, oh, where's the toilet? You know what I mean?
Traveling on.
Yeah, they had fucking they had Motorhead play the Ace of Spades on the Young Ones. Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit. Yeah, it got me into Motorhead too. I was like, whoa, this actually kicks ass.
Traveling on.
Didn't watch Red Dwarf. Not a fan of Red Dwarf. Again, sci-fi and westerns I had to like sort of grow into. Red Dwarf still not my bag. Feels a little too nerdy for nerds.
Each time we is our happy home. If we ain't here,
oh, did you guys roll in from 1942? What the fuck?
well, we must be gone.
Patrick Bates there gonna eat their balls.
Oasis.
They're buying shit like wood crates. Did you guys seriously roll in from the Dust Bowl? Did you guys have that in New Zealand? Did you have a bowl of dust? Yeah, mother wouldn't approve of me serving dust bowlers in the gas station. Just up there in the loft.
You're advised that you're required under the Transport Act to permit a writ submitted and practitioner to take therapeutic.
He thought he was having a good night out half an hour ago, before he got behind the wheel of his car, well over the limit. Which those
He ran over 17 small children crossing the street like possums that bite. No, shrews. Shrews bite each other's tails and run around.
Two extra drinks
They do it
that
in New
turned him
Zealand.
into someone who can't drive
Squish
well
them all.
enough to be on the road.
Drive over the alcohol limit, and your
Oh,
chances of
goddamn it.
being caught are doubled. The police are combining with traffic officers to stop drinking.
Some have red lights, some have blue lights. Here in America, we put those two together. You guys, I bet you guys don't even have Reese's peanut butter cups. Like, hey, we have peanut butter, we have chocolate.
No.
When these two come together, you got to do it yourself.
Brick,
Drivers,
how do you survive?
because we're going all out for safer roads.
It's
I
Chris, for your birthday,
Oh,
I'd
man.
really like to give you something lasting.
Well, I do.
Like from the 50s to the 70s, fucking Corvette fucked, especially the 60s. Oh my God. Like, whatever. I'm not a huge fan of GM cars nowadays, but like the 1963, I think Corvette Stingray is one of my favorites. Just those big flat hoods and the ass end of like a 60s era Corvette is like yo-yo-yoing.
You need some Series
The
500 oil.
police and traffic police merged in the 90s.
Wow. So like if a crime was committed on the street and they ran into the sidewalk, who did it? Right? Jurisdictional problem, I imagine. Oh great, those Dust Bowl farmers are back.
Each town we're in is a
How do I
happy
keep
home.
that like truck in such like obviously now the radiator exploded, but that like is the car that truck is in pristine condition.
If we ain't here, well, we must be gone.
So it's good. These fucking 30s era bums in this truck are like eating Cruncherito wraps and drinking like big gulps. It's like, oh yeah, looking out the window, seeing like covered bridges and shit, and like New Zealand shit. Like, oh, is it old timey or are they at a gas station eating diarrhea inducing food?
Traveling on. Well, now we've been north,
Liver and
south,
onions.
east, and west, and
They're
some
eating
places
pies.
in between.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think
New Zealand, just like Australia and the English, they love their pies.
we
Savory
could,
pies.
know we
Fucking
could
disgusting.
ready book on what we see. Well, we don't know where we're going, ooh, but we do know where we've been. Traveling on. Well, if we ain't here, we must be gone.
Oh, it's her car.
Traveling on. Traveling on.
See you later, bitch. I still don't understand what that's a commercial for.
The Oasis convenience store.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Because they had to stop there to do the things and get the pies and do
They're
the.
like not. They're too busy like looking out the window wistfully and looking for Bigfoot.
No, 3 days sale
Hammer
time.
home the idea that I need to be not necessarily focused on people from the 30s traveling through time and eating pies.
You had Brick had a pie earlier, steak and cheese. So are they like?
Congratulations.
Do you like heat? Are they like hot pockets? Do you like heat them up? How does this happen? What are
Yeah,
we
they're like
what are we doing
crunch
here?
Pasties. We're like that's
pasties.
we watch tasting history like this. The pies by and large were like handheld things. Where like you wouldn't necessarily eat the crust. You would just like the savory stuff. It's a portable food. So like savory pies.
Do you
are
eat
more
the crust on yours?
They probably do now,
Brick.
but like back in the day, it was like an afterthought.
Time again. Imagine the fantastic 930 electronic at only $1,395. Yes, you save $1,000. And how about $300 off the 910 and 931? You save hundreds of dollars off
They all
all
look the
Bonita
same.
models, including overlockers. But
Yeah,
only
since
while
most of us still make our own clothing, this was a steal.
stocks last. Trade-ins are going out at half price too. Take a stitch in the right
$1,000?
direction at your
You would
Bonita
save
Sewing Center.
$1,000.
Sales
Here's the
starts
thing. When someone says, or like when you get an offer in your email or whatever, it's like save X amount on your next purchase of blank, and you've never purchased blank before, but the X amount of dollars you'll save is more than you'd ever consider paying in the first place. You go, I'm out. This is fucked. Totally fucked.
You can buy them hot from petrol stations and bakeries, or you can buy them frozen and reheat in the oven. Eat whole pie.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like back in the day, like the filling was the thing you were after. But now, it's all
January the
Part and
5th.
parcel.
Don't miss out.
We needed help, we needed help, we needed a guiding hand.
Nerds.
Needed advice, somebody nice.
Why is there no muscle tone in New Zealand?
Decorated and help us do it right.
Paint.
We went to MD.
Hey, buy 37 liters of it, and we'll throw in a free Subaru.
This is wallpaper glue and paint.
That was a piss poor job. Like this. See those 3 colors?
Right from the inside to the outside, from the sea.
She's drinking paint. People are-
MPs helped us. MPs, the day gone start with mom.
Impies? Hey, where are you going? Impies. I'm headed out to Impies. The fuck is up with your
Chris,
What?
if you had to choose between...
Mr. Yabo
Always
says,
blow on the
Brick,
pie.
what must you always do? You must always blow on the pie at 2 a.m. It will be thermonuclear.
Gimpies? It was Gimpies. I thought it was Impies. No protein. They're eating pies.
Gelatin.
Oh, thank goodness
Yeah,
you
you're eating all those fucking
peach
fruit gels. What the jellies?
Vicky, do you
He's
have
never
any
eaten them
Series
before, he
500
said.
radiator anti-rust at home? No, not even I.
I used to wonder about tampons.
And since I'm a 40-year-old in 5th grade, I
Still
learned
wonder
about them, I don't know, 35 years ago.
Now I'm
This
sure
is ridiculous.
Tampax is for me. Now
Jean-Luc.
Tampax brings you
International
new, slimmer,
Tampon Delight.
smoother, plastic-applicated Tampax. Petal soft.
Handful of rose petals in every box. When you open it, it just fly in your face. I'm still a little salty, guys, about my wallet moth. I swear. That was the fucking funniest idea. Did you have to credit me? No, but it would have been nice. Years ago, the wallet moth, little thing. You wind it up. Maybe there's a battery in it. You stick it in your wallet. You go out with your friends. You don't have money. We want them to pay, but you want to show them a good time and let them know you appreciate them having to pick up the fucking tablet all the time. You go whoop, little moth. Woo, woo, woo. Better luck next time. Now you buy your fucking grandmother a fucking Skittles explosion and 900 butterflies go out of it. That's simply a bastardization of my initial hilarious and perfect idea. The bathroom cougar, the massage chair that jerks you off. I've had millions of great ideas. That one, maybe the best, obviously, because it was stolen, and no one is going to say thanks, Dave.
For you. Plastic applicator Tampax makes it cleaner, easier, and a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, I stopped using those wool applicators. They're just so itchy.
More than ever, life's less of a hassle with Tampax. Now you can use original Tampax.
You still, even, I imagine, even if you use the tampon, you would not be wearing white. I wouldn't.
Always will.
They came to space.
Before Labor Day, after Labor Day, during my period. That's why that guy from at the telescope back there was like, oh, hey, she's wearing white again and no blood stain. She must be using Tampax. I'll buy you a pie later.
With the dream of becoming astronauts.
We have overheat on booster B.
What does that mean?
Should we close our helmets, or should they even be airtight? If you wear a helmet and you can see your neck exposed to what is the helmet doing? We're going into space. It's like wearing a motorcycle helmet, right? You can go like, well, I'll just close the visor.
That's fine.
It's open. It's fucking open. Welcome, Rachel. And meanwhile, Redneck Snap-on Teeth Redneck Snap-on Teeth exists.
Yeah.
Near ignition, it's gonna light.
Tampax got rid of their old smoking criminals up your
An
hoo-ha.
impossible mistake launched them into space. The adventure of their lives will be getting
Katy Perry goes to space.
back home. Space Camp.
See it at an amalgamated theater.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Amalgamated?
A new series. He was a bungling minister. Now it's his first day as Prime Minister.
Well, normally when new
Congratulations.
weapons are delivered, the warheads don't fit the ends of the rocket.
Conventional forces are terribly expensive, Prime Minister. Much cheaper, just to press a button.
I probably wouldn't use it.
Even though they probably certainly know that you probably wouldn't, they don't certainly know that.
Okay, so yeah, this is definitely supposed to be a comedy because we're hearing a laugh track. Why not edit some jokes into this highlight reel, right? Because they're saying things as if they should be jokes, right? They're going, oh, like in classic sitcom structure, but then there's no laugh track, and I'm not laughing, and I don't think it's funny. And then when we come back from another clip, the people are already laughing at something that was funny, and then we're going to be stuck with what this fucker is about to say, which again will probably be unfunny.
Brick says great show.
Well, hear it. Let's hear it. Just hear it.
Know that although you probably wouldn't, there's no probability that you certainly would.
You certainly most probably should watch Yes, Prime Minister, Sunday, 8 p.m. on 1.
What?
Exactly.
Just a reminder that next week, Rick, Neil, Mike, and Viv
And
return
Rick.
in The Young Ones. And at 10 o'clock next week, our Friday feature
Oh, right. Look at y'all.
is Charles Bronson starring in Breakout.
Oh, look at it. It's Charles Bronson shooting me with a gun. Oh, right. My liver.
Friday at 10, Breakout, a race against time.
Tell them that one him in that courtyard at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 week from today.
Jail for a murder he didn't commit.
We'll only be there for 10 seconds, and I leave with or without him.
Starring Charles Bronson and Robert Duvall.
Righty,
I bet he says something funny.
Your Clark coat was going to get you out of here.
A desperate attempt. Breakout. Friday at 10 on 1.
Hey, Ball, get off the dang roof.
Chief, looks like they can use them here as well. I'm going in for a closer look. This very interesting device can be activated to pay for things quick.
Did you guys have a New Zealand version of Get Smart? Like, was Maxwell smart? Did they redo it in Kiwi?
Smart, directly from the cardholder's account.
God, look at all the mustaches you guys are rolling around your island.
You don't even have to reveal your ID.
Now your card can work in even smarter ways, so you can make even more intelligent
There's
use
a
of
whole
your
lot
money.
going on in that little flyer.
When you need a little lift, but you just can't take a break, enjoy
Oh no,
some
my Commodore 64 froze again.
PK chewing gum. The clean, fresh
Look at how
flavor
small
of
that
PK
package
chewing
is.
gum. Puts a little lift in everything you do.
Yep, back at it, son.
Burst, that crisp, clean
Yeah, I was
taste.
going to give up exercise, but then I found a small package of gum.
Then she's not doing the same thing they were.
Is going for
She's
you.
her own bitch. PK. Ha! Yeah! Ah, Miley sawing the shit out of this one, son! Oh, hell yeah. Fucking stroking that ski pole.
Why doesn't the K have a period after it?
PK.
1979, Andrea Kaki.
His universe.
1980, Dilly Snottle. 1981, Donella Thompson. 1982, Sandy Dexter. 1983, Lorraine Downs. 1984, Tanya Clegg. 1985,
Under all that
Claire
terrible
Glenister.
80s
And
hair.
1986, Chris
Fucking
Atkinson.
awful.
And now the search is on for Miss Universe New Zealand 1987. If you're between the ages of 17 and
As
20...
long as you consider New Zealand the universe, you can enter this pageant.
Not even
Right,
P.O. Box,
and would
just
like to
box.
enter, Right to...
Now, you guys know what a universe is, right? It's the all-encompassing, like the universe. Everything in one, right? Universe. That's what it means. Universe. Everything is encapsulated in the universe. If you're saying the universe New Zealand, what about the real Miss Universe? Well, hey, I was Miss Universe too. Were you? Oh, yeah, I was too. Miss Universe New Zealand. That makes no sense. Because what?
To Miss Universe New Zealand, Box 3819
They
Auckland.
went on
and
to
enclose
Miss
a recent
Universe World.
photograph.
Hello, Chief.
But why not? Miss
But that's what doesn't make sense.
Universe is a universe. You're like, hey, I'm Miss Earth World. I'm Miss Mars Planet. No, don't. Miss Universe, like Miss America, right? You're Miss some sort of thing, a Miss of America. You can't be like, hey, I'm Miss America, Arizona. So no,
Right.
then you Miss Arizona.
Right.
You're Miss New Zealand. Drop the universe, PS? Come on, fucking.
It's another gas station where you can use those cards to pay quick smart directly
Gentlemen.
from your account without revealing your ID. How smart can they
I
get?
will never reveal.
Virgin presents two great #1 albums. Peter Gabriel's #1 album, So. And the Genesis #1 album, Invisible Touch.
Fucking terrible.
Peter Gabriel with
Copyright
So.
claim.
Genesis with Invisible Touch. Two fantastic number.
I don't feel really comfortable about a show unless there are 4 or 5 ways in which somebody can say that I am doing them in the wrong.
One albums for
You hate
86
Phil Collins?
on
I don't mind
cassette,
Phil
LP,
Collins.
and compact disc.
I think In the Air Tonight's all
Really
right.
fantastic.
Random Confusion's okay.
If something
The
on the
video's
car you just
fucked.
bought gives way, you've got nothing to fall back on without a licensed motor vehicle dealer's warranty. Look for this sign and be better off in the long run.
Different pages have different names. What the fuck? Then be Miss New Zealand. Drop the whatever. I give a fuck. Name whatever you want. Just make it make sense. So I'm getting it. Don't be. Hey, I'm Miss Universe, New Zealand. Hey, I'm Mr. Post Office, letter. Right? Just don't.
Government legislation affects us all. Check the list of new legislation in major
All these
papers
acts
early
of
every week.
Statutes. I hate them.
This Saturday, National Mutual First Division Rugby sees the clash
we all,
between Canterbury
Mr.
and Bay of
Yellow?
Plenty. Watch highlights of the match during Sunday Grandstand on 2 this Sunday afternoon in association with
Bay
National
of
Mutual.
Plenty?
My home.
not for nothing. Something about old timey weekends. I'm sort of recapturing this in my modern day life because like our shop is in a very small town, and so like when something goes on, like the streets are full of people, like we have a little market or whatever, it feels like a regular old fashioned Saturday. I don't want to say old fashioned necessarily, but it does feel like this sort of thing. Like when people, not to say that it still doesn't happen, because try to get into any shop like a Costco or whatever, the brick and mortar stores that still exist are slammed because there are so few of them. But like, I don't know, the idea of like having nothing to do on a Saturday or on a weekend and just being able to like dick around to watch a sports game or wander around the streets or whatever feels nice and nostalgic. I just don't know if it is nostalgic, it's probably happening all the time. It just falls in and out of your life. But there's one thing where, like, as each Saturday that we go through up there comes and goes, I go like, oh, it's just weird. Like people walking in the streets with like basically nothing to do instead of just being annoyed or standing in line at a Costco or whatever.
And like a lot of times it's like the same people. Like there's a few, they're not really couples, but friends that come down to the street that we're on every weekend religiously, either on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, and they just shoot the shit with everybody. And like, what else do you have to do on a weekend? Like we would go groceries. Like we used to have shit to do on the weekend that we couldn't really do that.
Well, I just mean like historically as well. It's like you had, I don't know, because you didn't get to ask someone at a store to do all your shopping for you and for an extra $5 drop it off and let it melt on your front porch or whatever. It's one of the reasons why we go through these old commercials. It's like it's not everything was better when it was before times, but the stuff that were better than they are now are unassailable. I don't want to cash that blank check and be like, everything before now is better and just be like one of those grumpy old fucks who has like no basis in reality. But like, it does feel like some things we had they just don't exist anymore because they were killed by things that we go like, oh, well, because on one hand you go, well, yeah, it is nice not to have to like straight arm a bitch while you're going down a grocery store aisle to get some peanuts or whatever. But like that was part of the hunt, right? Like as a human being, you need like to be a hunter gatherer. You need to go out there and like lurk, like scrolling through stuff. It doesn't feel the same.
Sure.
I don't know what I'm getting at.
Brick says, back in the early 80s, we didn't have Saturday shopping except New Brighton Mall, a small open-air mall that was always packed on a Saturday.
Oh, I'm sure. And maybe that's part of it, too. Is like it's a little bit of a small-town vibe that you have to have that's part of the nostalgia, too.
Yeah.
It's a very complex issue. However, I am going to get this 28-second...
Is it really 28 seconds or is it really 40 minutes long?
It's on FDO's, it's not a 4-minute, like, let's just try 4 minutes of Billy Bob teeth. It's a video on FDO's channel that I will click on here in a moment. Make sure nothing gets screwed up. It's 28 seconds. It's called End of the Stream, so it makes sense. It is 27 seconds. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Okay, here we go, guys. This is going to be the end of the stream. You'll be watching this thing that FDO made, and then I will say goodnight and possibly fall asleep for a number of hours. So let's do it. Layers to like the suits of the 40s and like the dresses and like just sort of winnowing down to like now you can just wear like a shirt and shorts. I don't recommend shorts if you want to. Wear pants because you're an adult, or a dress if you're a lady, or if you like to wear a dress as a man. Just don't wear something short. I don't want to see your disgusting legs. They're horrifying to me personally. I don't want to see them. That's really good. Thanks so much, everybody, for showing up to this episode of FFOP Radio.
Fucking hilarious.
I'm in my own goddamn home, okay? Number one. Number two was I was doing it for the joke. Here's the thing. If you want to wear a mullet ironically for the joke and then like But then how do you walk that line? Anyway, that's all I got for you.
Scarred for life.
Thank you so much for showing up. Brick, thank you for putting the idea in my head to do this. Again, thank you, Ryan and Brick, for being channel members and all that good stuff. We will see you on the next episode of
Smuggling
Radio.
Clubs.
Adios.
Bye.
For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.